Hi all, welcome to this week's weekly update. Firstly, I do really apologise that it is late. Obviously now winter's drawing in, it gets darker a lot earlier, and it was too dark last night to film what I wanted to film, which I'll talk about in a sec. But I just wanted to say thanks for joining me, to all our existing subscribers, and welcome to the new people who subscribed. Really hope you enjoy what we do on our channel, and if you'd like to see anything or want to know anything, please feel free to drop us a comment, and we will do our best. So I'm going to talk about this week the roof, the pergola, and what we've done to that. A couple of people have dropped some guesses, so let's see if you're correct. And also the lighting. As you know, Keith bought a Philips Hue light which he put up, and as just didn't have the right look for what we're hoping to achieve for the whole pond build, so he's bought something else which I'll show you shortly. It's been pretty miserable again weather-wise this week. The log burner is a godsend. Ness has been chilling. I'll drop in a couple of photos here so you can see those. Okay, so now we're outside, and I'm going to spin the camera around shortly and show you what we have done to the roof of the pergola. Right then, so as you can see, yes, we have got fake grass on there, some artificial grass, and as you can see, the still got little bits to do, tidy up the edges and stuff. The skylight closest to me here has got the black wrap on. That's the one with the channeling for the water as well. Obviously we've got leaves on there, which was something we knew would happen because we've got that tree there, but other than that, trees in next door's garden is massive, so it's really big. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. It really is a beautiful day. So that skylight in the middle, that still needs to be taken back out and wrapped black on that side, and a channel drilled in for the water which is collecting on the window currently. The pond isn't really clear at the moment, it's a bit murky, but they're all quite active still. But then saying that, it's quite a warm day, so they're all coming up for their food, because here they think they're going to get some food, which I'll chuck in shortly. We don't know, we've been discussing the temporary pond in winter with whatnot, with having to wait for the windows for now. The roof of the bungalow, we've had that repaired. We've not had a full new roof, but that is something we need to look into getting done next year. But at least it's like leak proof now for the winter, which is great. And I'm just going to show you the lights actually, which Keith has bought. So before I spin you around and show you that, as you know, that's the light there, that Philips one, which he purchased originally, which changes colours, and then he found these. So these are like rustic antique lampshades, metal, and he sprayed the insides of them white for reflective purposes, and he bought 4 of those, which he installed yesterday in the pond. So we've got 3 at different levels. I don't know if the camera's showing that up. Hello, baby. But yeah, really pleased with those. And when it gets dark later, I'll get Keith to demonstrate a bit of a video on them, because you're probably thinking now, we haven't got the colour changes. We've taken the Philips Hue down. However, in the lamp are Philips Hue bulbs, which are quite costly, but they're worth every penny in my opinion if you want something a little bit different and a little bit unique, which is what we are. Then we will eventually, there will be a switch on here on this side, so it can be controlled from here. But for those who didn't see last week, there is a control panel here, look, on the wall, and all the lights are all controllable from here or an app on the phone. Like I say, I'll get Keith to demonstrate that later on when it gets dark, so you can see, are we going to have it colour changing or not. Painting wise, I painted that middle beam eventually after he's taken down the 2 LED strip lights now, which are going to be used in the garage. So I've painted that, and I've painted this front beam here a little bit. I've done the underneath again, and the other side of the beam I still need to do this side again. Still got to get rid of the staples and that bit, so just that bit there to paint really, and that's the pergola finished. Now other than that, painting wise and my artwork I'll talk about shortly, but I'll just drop in that little video about the colour changing lights here. People like the white light, which is the norm, but we like to be a little bit different, so we can change these to whatever colour we want. How many colours did you say there were?
16 million.
16 million colour variations that we can flick through on the colour spectrum to have whatever colour we want to suit our mood, which is quite interesting actually. So that can be used for a variety of things. There's a couple of plans that we've got in the pipeline, which I'm not going to talk about this week. I will go more in depth into that next week, because there's plans that we had from when we planned out the pond and the garden and other projects that we want to happen in the property. As you know, you change your mind, you think about things and change plans. So we've got a couple of change of plans after this evening's conversations, so I'll go into more detail in this Sunday's update, and I do promise it will be up on Sunday. I do again apologise that this has been up late, but as you can see, this is all controlled from inside. We don't have to go out into the cold. You're currently doing that from, what's the app called on your phone? Philips Hue. Simple. Or we've got, as I showed you earlier, the controller on the wall, remote control there. So, but that's plenty bright enough, to be fair, on that white light. So we won't, so if you imagine that being a seating area just here, which is where we were going to have the fourth one extending off one of those beams at the top, we're not going to need to do that. So we'll probably use that at the back of the garden in a man cave somewhere along the way. But that's it, guys. So yeah, still colour changing lights. Really pleased with how it's looking at the moment. So back in a bit with the next clip. Right, so yeah, pond, roof just needs tidying up. The skylight needs doing, but the electrics, the lights are all done, and hopefully you like that little illustration of my hubby doing the light changes. So I've been thinking a little bit about the artwork and the paintings kind of stuff. I haven't done anything this week, so I've got nothing to paint on basically. But thinking about delivery costs, and external ply is going to be quite heavy, which is going to add to delivery costs. So I'm thinking, I've got a few things I need to trial out, but a couple of ideas I've got are, obviously not everybody likes big murals or can afford them. As you can appreciate, a big piece of art isn't as cheap as an A4 framed picture, for example. So I'm going to do some smaller pieces for people who enjoy my work, who want something a little bit smaller. But I'm going to trial a few different things. So I could get some stretched canvases in decent sizes, which are still postable, and it's going to be a lot lighter to be able to cut the cost of the postage down. That'll help. Although canvas isn't exactly cheap, but I have found that if somebody wants a mural who lives away, rather than me having to travel to go down, you can actually buy rolls of canvas 2 metre one high. I don't know if you can buy higher. This is the one that I've found at the moment, and up to 10 metres in a roll. So I could actually spread it out on the wall, paint it, and roll it up and post it in a cardboard tube. My thoughts are, I don't know if that would work. A, I don't know if the acrylic paint will crack when I roll up the canvas. And B, how can I protect it to make it external if people want them external? I've got a couple of things that I'm going to play trial and error on that, which I'll do in a separate video. But it's just an idea as to how I can make my artwork more affordable and do some pieces, smaller artwork pieces on some canvases. Probably internal for now. External ones, I just need to trial a few things, like I say. Yacht varnish potentially, but again, that's going to crack, isn't it? So I need to really trial out a couple of different things and see where we'll go from there. So that's it, short and sweet update this week. There's going to be a nice update this Sunday as to what we're doing with the temporary pond over the winter and what our plans are for the winter with the fish that we have, and the sturgeon, obviously, because Stella, you know, even though the koi won't be eating, the Stella and Stuart are still going to be eating a fair bit. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you enjoyed the update. Stay safe, keep out of trouble, keep calm, keep smiling. See you next week.